Hey Jews, right before Shabbat Hagadol, the big Shabbat that is before Pesach. Pesach is the holiday where we were commanded to remember the story of how Hashem liberated us from Mitzrayim, from slavery, and took us into the land of Israel. And we are reminded also of the whole story there that we learn all year round in the Torah, that when we got to the land of Israel, after being in the desert, after being redeemed from slavery with miracles and wonders, when we got to the borders of Israel, we sent spies in to survey the land because we didn't even trust that Hashem was bringing us to a good land, a blessed land. So we sent in the spies, and they came back and they said, it's too hard to conquer this land. The people are too mighty, and that was considered lashon hara, a bad talking about Hashem, not believing in Hashem and giving and not trusting in Hashem, as if he couldn't do everything. He just literally did wonders for us, and he revealed himself to us at Har Sinai. So we should have trusted that obviously he was bringing us to a good land. Okay, so now let's look at more recent history since World War II, because the conditions in the world right now are very similar to what they were before World War II, before the Holocaust. We are supposed to look at what is happening in our reality and understand from our history what this signifies, because our history is special, unique, and it's written down for us. We know exactly what happened to our nation, how we've come from Avraham and Sarah, what happened to us in Egypt. After that, we know our 100% history. We are a people who knows our history. So we're supposed to learn from that. So the Holocaust, when it was happening, people we had strayed. There was like 150 years before that was Reformed Judaism was created. Learn your history, guys. And most people were already also Zionists who believed that we can come back to the land of Israel to save ourselves. We don't need the redemption. We do not need God. We don't need Passover. We don't need the laws of the Torah. We are Zionists. We have a right to self-determination and to this land. It is our ancestral land, and we will conquer it. We don't even consider God at this point. And that is worse. That is a big chilul Hashem. And that is why we are in this land suffering without the help, without peace and without prosperity. Okay, so it's the wrong way, and this is Shabbat Hagadol. This is remembering that. Remember our history. Go back farther than 1948 and remember that we are a nation with the Torah, and when we do that, when we live as a holy nation in the land of Israel, God will pave the way for us. God will fight all our battles. I mean, that's literally what all of Judaism is about. Is remembering that, building that trust in him. And we have had, in recent times, the opportunity to trust our faith in God, okay? So, first of all, what was revealed to us, the Rambam says that every now and then, it's like we're all walking in darkness in this life. And every now and then, there's like a clap of thunder and lightning that lights the way. It's so shaking, it shakes you out of your habit of life, and it kind of lightens the way so that we can see reality a little bit more clearly. And then just like as the lightning comes and goes, it goes back to black. So do we remember? We were shown a little bit of true reality in the Holocaust. That is what reality actually looks like when we're not fast asleep, okay, when we're not going along with the lies, when we're not being manipulated to believe something that is not true. When we stray further and further away from the truth, which is written in the Torah and commanded to us to learn and to practice, to keep ourselves separate and holy. Okay, so now it's not that everyone has become more anti-Semitic, where before they liked us and before they were your friends and before you could be on their campuses and before, it's not that it wasn't there. It was there. It was just hidden. Okay, this is the clap of lightning again, showing us that this is what's happening again in our reality, just like it did in the 1930s, in the Holocaust. Okay, so we must now learn what to do. It's not to become Zionists and to build for ourselves our own country. It is for us to wake up and call out to God and keep his commandments, and he will save us. It is written. It is a story. We know our whole history. We know our whole story. Our story starts with Abraham and Sarah. It goes through the 12 tribes to slavery, to receiving the Torah from Moshe Rabbeinu on Har Sinai and having a complete prophetic revelation of all of the nation of Israel. And we've passed that tradition down. We've told that story every year until now, the year 5784, which is the end of times. It was for us to remember that when this happens again in our world, wake up, call out to God, and he will redeem us. Shabbat Shalom and happy Passover.